What's good, fellas, gentlemen? Welcome or welcome back to another video. Guys, I titled this video 6 Undeniable Signs That You Are Leveling Up. Now, these are, things that I've noticed in my personal life throughout the years that as I'm really getting to level up and have like a different shift in my life, these issues have periodically came up. Now, when I was a little bit younger, I was just like all in my emotions. I was a slave to my emotions, right? And my thoughts. And I was like, damn, why me? Why does this have to happen? I'm tired of this shit, man. Like, it's always me. And I hadn't had the perspective yet, right? And as I've gotten a little bit older, and also I've had some help from mentors, and I've read books and experienced life a little bit more. Now it's to the point to where these things come up again. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I recognize it from a mile away. I'm like, okay, boys, we're about to shift to that next level. Like, we're really about to quantum leap. And so this video is going to be extremely valuable for any of you guys right now that perhaps you're doing the work, bro. You're doing all the work. You're working on yourself. You're on your purpose. You're focused. You know where your North Star is. You know what you're working towards. But it's like, damn, bro, like, can I get a break? You know what I'm saying? So that being said, fellas, let's get started with the video. The first undeniable sign that you are leveling up, that you're like about to change seasons, is that your entire world starts to go to shit. What do I mean? It's like everything starts to go bad. Like perhaps you just got fired from your job. You just got laid off, or things are going down in your business. Things are just happening. People are just falling away from you. A girlfriend left you, broke up with you. A deal didn't go through. You invested money in something and it just didn't happen the right way. Something is altering your path, right? Something is shifting. And so if you're not wise enough, if you're not to the frequency to where you can really interpret what's going on, right? You have to have the right perspective. And it takes guys sometimes longer to get that perspective because they haven't been tested. They haven't been through life yet, right? So I'm here as an older brother to you, or even a younger brother, right? We have gentlemen on this channel who are in their 50s, right? But you can learn from anybody. I got a mentor right now that's older than me, and I also have one that's a couple of years younger than me, right? So what I've realized is that you got to be able to step back from yourself and observe your thoughts and emotions objectively and be able to say, what's going on? If I'm doing all the work, why is this happening? Oh, it's because I'm getting tested. It's to see if I'm really aligned with the man that I'm seeking to become. Because the man that I said that I would be, whether for you it's financial, status, whatever, that man would be stoic. That man would be calm in a storm. And you only get this calmness by knowing. And you only get that knowing by being tested and tried, guys, and being through the storm, right? And knowing that everything is working out for you. So on the outside, while your world is going to shit, inside, you got to stay strong. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy. It's tough when perhaps you're on your last dollar. Perhaps you had a deal that you just invested $10,000 in or whatever, right? Just something fell apart, but internally, you know the goal that you're going for. You didn't get a gig, whatever, it's gonna happen. This is how you know that you're leveling up. And also the test is you gotta stay strong during this storm. Because if you allow yourself to fall back into old patterns of thinking and old ways of being, you haven't learned yet. And so you're going to repeat the cycle perpetually. And this was my issue, bro. I used to repeat the same cycles perpetually, bro. I used to get some motion, and then things would be going fantastic. And all of a sudden things go bad, right? And I would go back into the old frame of thinking. And it was because I just didn't know. You don't know what you don't know, bro. But now, anytime something perceivably bad happens, I'm like, what's life trying to show me right now? Like, what is life trying to show me? And I surmount that. So that's number one, guys. Number two, this one right here, bro. I know this one so well, bro. I know this one so well. And I'll preface this one by saying this. It doesn't matter what level you get to, even if you're making $20 million a month. Everybody goes through this, bro. My mentors go through this, bro. I go, like, everybody goes through this, bro. Number two is, are you ready? Number two is your limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging behavior, but more so your limiting beliefs start to get really aggressive, bro. What I mean is they start to come out. And all this is your ego trying to drag you back down to homeostasis. And your homeostasis is that comfort level. It's that comfort level of where you're used to being. You see, when you start going for new goals, right? It's gonna stretch you. Like, do you guys know what the point of a goal is? Do you? Some of you might think that a goal is to attain something. Not necessarily. A goal is to grow you. You see, your goal is gonna grow you. You have to become a new man, a new person in order to achieve that goal. And so that being said, if your goal doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. Now, I learned this, right? There's different types of goals, right? So I'm gonna walk you guys through this. There's an A type, a B type, and a C type goal. The A type of goal is the goal that you know that you can achieve. For example, if you're working a job right now and you're making 40K a year, you know that, you can make at least 40K or 45K in this following year. You know that. The B type goal is the goal that you think you can do. So let's say this year you made 40K. You know that eventually you can make 50, 60K, right? Eventually. That means that for the B type goal, you have a plan, you have an idea of how you can achieve that goal. The C type goal is a goal so big that it makes you uncomfortable. You don't know how in the hell you're going to accomplish that goal. If you made 40K this year, now the C type goal is to make 40K a month. You have no idea, and it's not your job to know how you're gonna do it, but you have to be able to just have that vision in your mind, and that goal is gonna stretch you so much that you're gonna get emotionally convicted, right? I'm talking to you guys about some rather complex stuff where it's like science ties into metaphysics, but also psycho-cybernetics. If you guys haven't heard of these concepts, I would look into psycho-cybernetics. But this C-type goal is going to stretch you and grow you, and you're gonna shed the old skin that you had, right? And so as you're going towards this, the ego that's comfortable with the A-type goal or the A-type level that you've been at is going to try to crawl you down, because the ego wants you to be comfortable. The ego wants to protect you, right? Because if you're going for these goals, there's a chance for failure. And if you fail, according to the ego, its perception, the ego is going to be destroyed. But guys, you don't fail unless you give up. If you're perceivably failing, you're failing forward, right? You're becoming better. You're getting reps, right? And so your limiting beliefs will get so aggressive. You're like, oh, what are you doing? You're poor. You can't do this. Oh, you're this, you're that. You're from this country. Oh, you have this impediment. You have this handicap. Oh, what are you doing? We can't do it. Like all these thoughts will start to consume your mind. How do we get rid of these? Honestly, I haven't found a way to fully get rid of them yet, but one thing I do is I meditate. I visualize, I meditate, and I reaffirm. I keep the environment or the ecosystem of my mind healthy and conducive to the goals that I'm going through. And you do this by repetition, because the subconscious mind is impressed upon by repetitiously repeating something, because your mind doesn't know what's real or what's not. So you have to protect your mind, gentlemen. And as you're leveling up and you're protecting your mind, sometimes all it takes is one thing for that limiting belief to try to get you back down. And as you climb through different levels in life and you keep achieving and you keep achieving, those thoughts will creep up. But you just have to make sure that you maintain that strong mind, bro. Number two is it's a motherfucker, bro. And a lot of people fall victim to it when they get to a certain stature or a certain position or rank in their life, in their business, in society. That limiting belief and their ego will drag them all the way back down. This is why when people win the lotto, they end up going broke in a couple of years. It's because in their bank account, they were a millionaire, right? In their bank account, they were a millionaire. But in their mind, they were still impoverished. The third sign that you are leveling up is that your goals scare you. Now, I just spoke to you guys about the A-type, B-type, C-type goal, right? When you start to grow, your vision starts to get bigger. You feel me? So perhaps you were comfortable making 40K a year, right? But now that you've made 40K a year for a couple of years, saying that you want to shoot to 100 and you want to do that by doing public speaking, that could be scary for you, right? And so whatever is scary to you, that goal, once you make that goal, this is how you know that you're about to level up, because the previous version of you would stay in comfort. You loved to be comfortable, but now you're more daring. And you're more daring because you're more confident. And you're more confident because you're growing. You've been doing the work. So now that you've been growing, it's like, all right, cool. I know I can do this. You got the conviction, right? Now you're going for that big goal, and it's like, all right, let's go. But that shit is scary though. And the man that you're going to have to become to achieve that, as I said previously, it's going to grow you. But this is a sure sign that you're about to level up, that you are leveling up, is that you're getting bold now, bro. You're not timid anymore. You're not docile. You're not doubting yourself. Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, nah, I'm going for that one. It's scary. I don't even know how I'm going to do it. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I don't need to know that. I just know I'm going for it. Blind faith, right? I talk to you guys all the time about deluding yourself to high esteem. When you start to go for that, bro, believe me, you're leveling up. And then next, I believe this is number 4. This is when you find yourself at peak frustration. You see, a sure sign that you're leveling up is that you're at peak frustration. You've been doing all the work. You've been doing everything. You've been, studying, applying, grinding, like trying to make it, right? In whatever endeavor or path that you have. But you're still not there yet. You see, you're not going to get there until the pain is great enough, bro. Until that pain is so bad that you commit your all. Some of you guys, you might even be 98% in to your goal, right? You might be 99.9. You're almost 100% all in. But until you get all in, you're going to get to a point where you might even be above average, but you know that you're not where you want to be as a man. You might be making $25,000 a month, but you know that you can make $100K a month, right? Or whatever. Until you get to that peak frustration, you're not gonna do it. So once you get to that point of peak frustration, like, I have to do this. Like, this is my destiny. I need to. I must. Like, this is when you know that you're leveling up. You can't have anything other. It must be this. It has to be this goal. This is my North Star. This is what I was called to do. This is where I'm going. I'm committing my all until I get that. This is how you know, my brother, you've now elevated to another frequency, and like, you are leveling up as a man. Like, you've committed your all to something. And it's glorious when a man commits all his might to something, bro. This is the people that have really moved the needle and shifted society, bro. This is the people that have like been immortalized through their work and through their teachings, bro. It's the people that committed their all to something. Ain't no half-seas. Ain't no 50% in, 50% out, half lemonade, half iced tea. Nah, nigga, I'm all lemonade. You know what I mean? Like, this is when you know that you're leveling up. You're conducting yourself with brevity. You're concise about what you want, and it's all in. Number 5 is when you have found your mental anchor. Now, I'm going to break down this concept for you, right? Actually, let me take a sip of water real quick. All right, so number 5 is you have found your mental anchor. And your mental anchor is the reason why you do what you do. It's the reason why you're pursuing what you pursue. You see, you have this goal and you have this vision for your life. But why? You don't have to suffer. You don't have to endure the pain. But you're going for this goal that's causing you to grow as a man, which is uncomfortable, right? Now, your mental anchor is where you derive your strength from whenever your external world is tumultuous, it's unstable, right? It's not looking how you would desire it to look. Now, I told you guys that for me, my mental anchor, at least one of them, is the pain that I experienced as a child. I went through a lot of hardship, bouncing from home to home and seeing certain things in my environment that really give me strength, right? It anchors me so I'm focused. Now, secondly, another anchor that I have is actualizing my destiny, that I know that I was always called here to help and serve people. Now, what I do now is I help people overcome their limiting beliefs, right? Via my coaching. And this anchors me. Even when my external world is getting shaky, I know that I'm still doing what I'm supposed to do. And I'm called here to serve, and I'm called here to help. Every man is called here to serve, right? And so this is my mental anchor. Whenever my external world is going crazy, I said, Dud, it doesn't matter. We have people to help. We have people to serve. And I prove to myself that I'm 100% the man that I am. And so what happens is a lot of people, they don't have a strong foundation. There's a lot of weak men walking around because they don't even know why they're doing what they're doing, nor do they know what they want to do, which is a whole nother issue. And so having a mental anchor is paramount. And then lastly, guys, number 6 is that you simply don't care anything else about anything except for the mission. As I said before, you're all in. You're not half-seas, you're all in with this shit, guys. So, fellas, that's the video. Hope you got value out of this. I will see you in the next one. Salute.
I used to work the day away. I figured I could maybe pave a way. No, it's niggas that count the days till I fade away. But you know I always find my way to turn a bad look in the field to something solid. I'm on target for a major play. Used to waste the day away. She hit me to say I'm on her mind, but my commitment to the game got me OT till I OD and then I fade away. Lately I've